In this session, we will look at how Sony's live streaming solution answer the key issues people are facing when using camera to air. We will explain where and when Sony live streaming capability is invaluable, getting you the live interview in those unplanned, unscheduled events, sharing real streaming experiences from around Europe. We will reveal how to achieve quality streaming from every camera and avoid the dropouts in bad network environments. Welcome everybody. My name is Pavel Škabrod. Good afternoon. I work as a senior file-based workflow architect for Sony, and this session is going to run for about 30 minutes. And please note that it's being recorded. You can ask written questions anytime using the chat option in the webinar. You may receive a written answer from my colleague, or the moderator may ask me directly at the end of the webinar. Please remember that there will be a short survey at the end of the webinar where you will be able to leave your details so we can answer your questions later, contact you for further information, or organize a one-to-one meeting. So now, why use Sony Wireless Streaming when you already have your multi-SIM backpacks? Well, here I think it is fair to say that I'm not going to tell you to stop using the multi-SIM backpacks. Our aim is not to compete with them, it is rather to coexist. The multi-SIM backpacks, as we know, they are well established on the market, and they are quite common now. They are probably more common than the other advanced solutions like the DSNG. However, also as we know, it is rarely that you have those multi-SIM backpacks or the SNG available for all your cameras. We know that the multi-SIM backpacks are very common, and most probably you have them in your organization. We also understand that for the backpack, same as for the DSNGs, you need to plan where you want to send them and for what reason you are going to use them. And I'm pretty sure that you are, in most cases, absolutely spot on where you're gonna send them, for which press conference, or for what event. However, I'm also kind of almost certain that there are some number of events, maybe they are not very common, but there are still some events where you would probably like to have a possibility to be in here with your multi-SIM backpacks or even with your mobile phone and deliver the live streaming from that event. So now what I would like to present you today is how Sony can help you with the Sony cameras or any phone to get those, let's say, remaining 5% of the events on your screen. So what we have a very simple box. It is a PWS server. It's about 8K euro, so you can Google it on. And with this simple server, with this simple solution, you will have the 2-stream HD SDI outputs. It's a quality and very state-of-the-art streaming protocol. Also, that service is available and accessible very easily. You just need a Chrome browser, and through the Chrome browser, you will access from anywhere on the world the Connection Control Manager, where you can control your stream and where you can control the outputs and the available sources. It's very easy to use. And now I'm going to show you the interface of that server, how it looks like. So on the screen now you can see how the GUI of the server looks like. So you can see your cameras online or offline. When the cameras are online, you see already a thumbnail. It's in the place which is called source. And then as a receiver, you see the playout channels of the server. What also you can monitor on the right side of the screen, you can see the quality of the transmission, and you can of course stop the stream. You can also have another option which is called a remote, and through that remote option you can control the camera. So we have the possibility to control the basic camera functions, including zoom, focus, and iris. And furthermore, we have, I think, very strong and unique feature which enables to start and stop the recording. So that's for the interface. Just talking about the quality of the transmission and the efficiency. On that solution with the standalone server, we do support only one interface. It can be Wi-Fi or LTE or even a wired connection. And through that, you can feel that there might be a bit a compromise because only one interface is supported. However, as we see during the COVID, it is still probably better than what you see on the Zoom or on some other online transmissions. So what we have the QoS that stands for the quality of service of the streaming. And in here we have some very advanced Sony technologies of the coding. So first of all, we do support a very short delay, and this one is selectable from the very short one, like 1.5 seconds, up to the very robust QoS. It's a maximum of 10 seconds for the events where only maybe a picture contribution is required. We do support all the key QoS functionalities like the adaptive rate control, where the frequent communication between the server and the camera is taking place. So we have the dynamic control of the camera encoder rate, and we can suit the network conditions. We have also real-time automatic repeat request. So we are able to recover plenty of random losses. And we also support the forward error correction for burst dropouts, where a block size or formations of the information may disappear, but they are still recovered. So the Sony QoS technology provides high quality of live streaming. We optimize the communication bandwidth, buffer size, and algorithms, and all that is done automatically. So with the system, you still can have the options to choose if you like the stream or not, with just that one box for all your cameras. Well, it's not only that. We also have a solution which is called the XDCAM Air service, and that XDCAM Air service is a subscription, as I says. It's running on the Amazon Web Services, and with that subscription you can add some additional features to that standalone server system. So with the XDCAM Air you may get the H.265 coding for the cameras which supports that. You would get the dual SIM support. We also support something like a multi-point distribution, so you can send your stream to a more location, not just to your office. We also support a very important information to display the battery life, the battery condition of the camera from where the stream is going. And we also have features like the map view, where we can show where the camera is located, so maybe for the better planning to send the camera to the spot where you can find that something is really going on. Not only that, we also have something like to turn your mobile phone into an XDCAM camcorder. So that feature is called XDCAM Pocket. It's available. It's for Android phone and also for Apple devices. It's a very intuitive mobile app, and that streams the content back to the base using the same sophisticated QoS system as the camera. So you would get the better looking pictures and the fewer dropouts over a cellular LTE networks. And this application is very easy to install. Every member of your organization can have it and use it basically anytime, and in any moment it can be online. So now let me just do a quick summary of what the server provides itself as a standalone solution. So the unique function for the server is the record start stop remote. We will be bringing that feature to XDCAM Air in the later release this year. And we have also the remote control of the camera. On the XDCAM Air, on the XDCAM Air service, we add on that some unique features like the 2-SIM support for the dual link connection, H.265. We have the mobile phone applications for every member of your camera. We have the multi-point distribution, map view, battery information, and also the remote function. So now, if you will allow, I will switch to a live demo of the system. So now you can see the screen of the XDCAM Air. And if you remember the screen of the GUI of the standalone server, you can find already a couple of similarities. But however, here I would like to mention that we have some more advanced functions. Like you can see on the most of the left side, you can see that we can group the resources, the transmitters, based on the location or based on the organization for which we are working. So now I'm in the group called XDCAM Air Training, and in that group I have a couple of cameras, and we can also see that some of the cameras are online, but most of the cameras we have online. So here is something what we call like a thumbnail view. So you see that the pictures are already moving in some of the cameras. We have also a detailed view where we can see maybe more of that information, like what is the settings of the camera, and also the full name of the camera and the group where the device is located. We also have a map view, which I'm going to show you. So in the map view, we can see where the cameras are located. So with the map view, we can see that we have some cameras based around London area, something in Spain. We have also cameras in Berlin. And also we can see a status of the camera, that the camera, if it would be recording, we would see a record button in here that we know that the camera is on the record. Even with the record, we can have the streaming. So to start the streaming, like the recording camera, you can see the Spain camera now is for instance recording and making a clip. So now if we would like to start a streaming, we have two options how we can do this. For let's say when we know that the setup has been already done and fully established, we can just do very simple drag and drop. Or if we would like to spend maybe a bit more time of setting up the proper connection, we can just select the camera, like clicking on it, and then in the streaming options we can see what we can select. So first of all, we can select a codec of what we want to transmit. We can select the network range. So for the very high, we would get the full HD 1080 50i transmission, and we can set the delay. And we can also select the output. So for instance, if I would like to send the output to two locations, I can select Prague, and I can select also our server in Tokyo, and then I can just hit start. And in this moment we will start the streaming from the Berlin camera to two locations. One, the main stream will go to Prague, the other stream will go to Tokyo. The other stream is a bit delayed. There is about 15 seconds delay between the main stream and the substream. So you would see that now loading is going to take a bit of time. And just to tell my colleague in Berlin, he's using the LTE connection, single SIM, and you see that the connection is pretty good. We are reaching about 8 megabits per second. In Prague, I have also the stream. I am using 2 LTE dongles, and I'm also at about 8 megabits per second. So we can also see how the stream is evenly distributed between the two sticks. We do support things like when one stick has got a bad reception, or it's completely without a signal, then another stick would completely take over the streaming. So it's also nice to see the battery information as I've been talking about. So you see that my colleague, he's got a lot of battery, more than 200 minutes. In my case, the camera is a probably smaller camera, but I have still like almost 2 hours to go. Here it is fair to say that we are using a standard LTE sticks from various brands, and the consumption of those sticks is just about 1 watt. So it is a little addition to, let's say, the overall consumption of the camera. So talking about the remote, so you can see that now if I will start maybe a bit of zooming of the camera remotely, then with a little delay, we will see that the picture will get zoom in. Let me just select the picture in here, and we should be able to see the zoom in picture. Okay, not in here. Yes, so now it is. It took a bit of time of refreshing the screen. On the HDSDI, the output is it's far quicker than what we see on the GUI. We also get the GPS location. It's a map view. So this one is in Prague. If I will go to this picture and select the position of my colleague in Berlin, I can again view a map, and then immediately I can see where the camera is located. I think that probably is. The other thing what I would like to show you in here is using the mobile phone, how easy it is. So if you can see, this is my phone. I'm just quickly going to start the application, and you are going to see the screenshot, the screen of my view, and also it is easy to start the streaming. So maybe I can stop the camera in France, like here, and again to start to do drag and drop, and I would start the streaming from the application. So you see that even a phone, it's very easy to convert into a professional camera with a live streaming option. So again, now we are going to be on air with that camera. We do support also of course the audio information. We do have 2 channels where the audio has got the highest priority. So even if the network conditions are severe, we will always support the audio. So now let me stop the application and go back to a presentation. So in the presentation here, I would like to do a quick summary. So for the standalone server, you need basically only the server and to connect it to the network, and you would get the streaming from single interface, but you would get the possibility of remotely control your camera and start the recording or stop the recording. With the XD camera subscription, there is a lot more to do. It is a 2 SIM for the dual link. It is the H.265. It is the mobile phone, the application for Apple or Android devices. It is the multi-point distribution. We do have the map view, battery information, and also the remote function. So I think we still have some time left for the Q&A, and I believe my colleague Dave Hadley, the Senior Product Manager for XD Camera, may be answering already some of the questions online, but maybe there is something for me. So Dave, over to you.
Thank you, Pavel. There are a couple of questions. A couple of questions about compatibility with various Sony camcorders. So can you talk through the various camcorders that are actually available and the compatibility that we have for the streaming server?
Yes, thank you for the question. So for the Sony camcorders, I would say that for some time now we do support the streaming for majority of the ENG camcorders. So basically all camcorders which has got in the name the letter X, like the PXW X200, PXW X400, PXW X500. All of those cameras has got a built-in that streaming solution. Also the newer ones like the PXW Z280 and the ZY90 with the software license. Also the latest the PXW FX9 also do support that streaming solutions. Also the smaller one like Z90. So many of Sony camcorders have that functionalities built in, and maybe it's fair to say that also for the ones which are not a Sony camcorders, we do have a small box, which of course requires a small investment. It's called CBKWA100, and with this box we need only HDSDI output. So any device which HDSDI output can be connected to the server.
Okay, thank you. I see also that I can start with the streaming server and have live streaming capability with that, but then I can upgrade and include XDCAM Air. What additional functionality do I get with the XDCAM Air subscription?
Yes, that's absolutely right. So for the initial, let's say the streaming, for the initial setup, the only investment is the server, and to upgrade, it's you can do it anytime, and with the subscription, the key components of the subscriptions are the dual link of the two SIMs. That's one. I think that also if you have the camera supporting H.265 like the Z290 or Z190 or the FX9 cameras, you have also the H.265 support. You have also the support for the mobile phone application. So again, that application is available on the Google Play Store or on Apple Store. There is no price on that. It's a part of the XDCAM Air subscription. You also get the multi-point distribution and the battery information of the camera with the remote control. You get also a bit more informations which are not covered in that webinar, and those are mainly related to the access of the files inside the camera, and also for the camera management functions where you can actually see the camera in more in-depth view to see maybe the firmware versions of your camera and be able to reset the cameras to your default settings. So with XDCAM Air, we are looking at XDCAM Air more as a management service of your camera to see all your cameras as a resources and be able to manage them.
Okay. Good, thank you. That's good. A slightly more awkward question now. I've got live view systems already. Can I connect the QoS live stream directly into my live view system? I'll do a little bit of answer on this one first.
Okay.
The answer to that fundamentally is no. Though we have had various discussions in the United States about a requirement, but we are not moving forward with that as at the current time. And I think that was really it from my side, Pavel. Anything else from you?
Yeah, I basically can confirm that this is the reality. We cannot get our cameras with our QoS hooked onto the live view system. But here I would like to say that the investment to our server, I think it is affordable server with a high quality of the QoS streaming solution, and I believe that we can really coexist with the live view systems, and we can give the choice and the possibility to use the extra cameras amongst the ones which don't have, well, Sony cameras which do not have the live view backpack at the moment.
Okay, and one other question in terms of streaming to social media. How would we handle streaming to social media? I know a lot of cameras can do this directly, certainly on the consumer side. So what's our philosophy on that?
Okay, so yes, so for live to the streaming, to the social media, we do have a possibility to stream directly from the XD camera. We can also support some basic publishing functions like adding the watermarks. However, it is a basic tool. It will bring something about 25 seconds delay from the live moments. That's mainly because of the QoS decoding needs to take place in the cloud and needs to be converted to RTMP stream. So yes, we can go directly from the XD camera. The other possibility, of course, would be to use the to use the PWS server, where you can take the HD SDI out and go, let's say, to your standard route for the social media. And last but not least, it is and also the Sony solution, the virtual production switcher, which is also the cloud-based solution. And in here we have far advanced, I would say, publishing functions compared to XD camera. We can add subtitles, we can have multiple logos, and many more functionality. So definitely the possibility is there, and there are different choices.
Okay, and there's a question on the subscription or the license model for XD camera, and I'm just talking through that it's a subscription model, but do you want to talk through that in a little more detail?
Well, first of all, what I would like to offer, I'm happy to do a one-to-one demonstration. Please feel free to leave your contact in the survey or in the chat area, and I'm happy to walk you through the setup for more advanced, let's say, the pricing information. I think we need to look at on how many cameras. I think that's the key for us, how many cameras you are going to put on the XD camera. And we have basically one-to-one pricing. We can discuss your possibilities. We are running currently with many customers the trials, so we are open to that as well. And just please let us know.
And fundamentally, the idea behind having the access to the cameras is that we can connect customers' camera directly into our test environment, so we can make sure they're happy with the functionality and the performance. Yeah, with their network, their cameras, and their SIMs.
Yes, I did. Yeah, as I said, there are many customers already in the, let's say, in the later stage of the testing the systems, and the feedback is very positive.
Okay, that's the questions from my side, Pavel. So I will hand straight back to you. Okay.
Okay. So thank you very much. Here I would just like maybe to really emphasize the main message, which is that we are not competing. We are trying to coexist with the multi-SIM backpack solutions, and our philosophy is more about just giving you the choice of use all of your Sony cameras and also the mobile phones for the live streaming. At the end, we will now show the short video study from one of our customer, and this video study is directly related to the topic of the webinar. And I really hope that you found the webinar interesting, and thank you for your time and patience, and hopefully see you soon. And just to mention that after the video, we would be closing the webinar. So please enjoy, and see you soon.
Televizija Pink je vodeći provajder medijskih usluga u regionu jugoistočne Evrope. Emitujemo preko 60 kanala. Sarađujemo preko 20 godina sa Sonyjem. Sony je lider na tržištu broadcast opreme. Kako smo mi rasli, tako je Sony ispunjavao naše potrebe i kroz vreme ta saradnja se samo razvijala. Na početku godine smo krenuli u potpunu modernizaciju celokupnu kako news sistema, tako news production sisteme i uključujući kao dodatak na sve to je XDCam R. Sama mobilnost platforme koje XDCam R nudi, da svaka kamera praktično, da svaki reporter, da svaki snimatelj može da bude live source u našem programu, da može odmah da se uključi preko SDI-a, to je ono što je nas privuklo toj platformi i to stvarno radi perfektno. Mi takođe imamo i Hive sistem, dobro sarađuje sa Hive-om, sa našim news production sistemom, tako da fajlovi samo lete. Sam XDCam R je donao izuzetno veliku efikasnost i rasprostranjenost, znači vest je uvek tu u svakom momentu, bez obzira gde se nalazi, da li je kod nas u zemlji ili u inostranstvu ili na drugom kontinentu. I tu je taj moment kad smo krenuli da radimo sa proxy fajlovima, koje upotrebljavamo u svakodnevnoj montaži.
Kao osnovnu prednost izdvojila bih to što odmah kada dođem sa terena ja već imam prebačene fajlove i to je nešto što nam ubrzava proces stvaranja priloga i dosta pomaže i u tome da možemo i da se posvetimo da prilozi budu kvalitetniji. Dakle, to da je sve već prebačeno dok se mi vratimo sa terena.
Mali fajlovi, velika brzina rada, a sam rendering u punoj rezoluciji obavlja Hive na kraju, a sve je zajedno uvezano u sistem. To je sigurno jedan ozbiljan i napredak i inovacija i u radu i u efikasnosti i u troškovima i u svemu.